More cases dismissed today under District Attorney Yvonne Rosales, some of them involving domestic violence. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Natasha Paloma.
And I'm Andy Morgan. On Monday, we saw criminal, felony, and misdemeanor charges against nearly 100 people dismissed, around 100 more again today. KTSM 9 News reporter Tawny Davis spoke with the Director of Sexual and Family Violence as well as a former judge on how this could hinder other cases moving forward. Tawny has our top story at 5.
Andy, Natasha, almost 300 cases have been dismissed since Monday under Rosales' tenure. And according to some experts, those cases that involve domestic violence will make it even harder for survivors to come forward. According to retired Judge Penny Hamilton, the claim that the COVID-19 pandemic has caused a large backlog of cases is true, but says the district attorney's office should have people who screen the cases and trials beforehand to give them enough time to prosecute.
If you're not going to trial, then you should have plenty of time to take care of those new cases that are coming in. And that's not happening, obviously, because of all of these 3201 dismissals.
A majority of these cases do involve domestic violence, and according to those at the Center for Sexual and Family Violence, it is already difficult for someone to come forward, so this dismissal causes an even bigger issue.
It tends to be very difficult, right? So for domestic violence or even for sexual assault. And so we do know that a very small percentage of cases are reported and brought forward. And also it depends on the level of how threatening or how risky that particular case is.
Hamilton explains that while these dismissals are extremely unfair for those who come forward, this process is also unfair to the defendants.
It would be also extremely unfair to the defendants, because if you have a defendant who has been arrested for a crime, if they have posted bond and gone through a bonding company, typically, you know, when they paid like the 10%, that money is gone.
With hundreds of cases still waiting to be brought to trial, Hamilton wants the public to know that it is the job of the district attorney to prosecute those crimes which are now falling through the cracks.
I don't think as a district attorney that you should be differentiating those things. Your job is to prosecute those cases, and it's not happening, and it's not been happening since she took office.
We did speak with Kelly Childress of the Public Defender's Office, and she explained that her office is concerned that the District Attorney's Office is not looking over cases that seem to have no legal standing and is not dismissing those particular cases. We did receive a comment from the DA's office that said some of the cases that were dismissed were from previous administration, but under the statute of limitations, a misdemeanor family violence case can be legally filed within 2 years and of the alleged incident. Natasha?
All right, Tawny, so we are hearing this time and time again from the DA's office that these cases can be refiled through the statute of limitations, but how realistic is this? Does Judge Hamilton actually believe that these cases are going to be pursued after they've already been dismissed?
Natasha, what Hamilton did tell us is that because there are about 5,000 cases that are pending now with hundreds of cases already dismissed, she does not believe Rosales will be even able to refile those cases. Back to you.
All right.